Saju would have eaten her breakfast. What type of sentence is it? It is a positive sentence. Try to convert the sentence into the negative form. Saju would not have eaten her breakfast. I have done nothing else but just added not. Let's move on to the interrogative sentence. Would Saju have eaten her breakfast? The negative interrogative sentence would not Saju have eaten her breakfast? So this is an example of which tense? Would have. It is an example of a future perfect tense. Okay, so the question is a future perfect tense with a positive sentence, and we are going to convert it into the negative. Saju would not have eaten her breakfast. We add a not to it. And when it becomes an interrogative sentence, we start with, would Saju have eaten her breakfast? You can always refer to the structure discussed in the multipurpose tables. And the negative interrogative form, would not Saju have eaten her breakfast? Let's check one more example. Number 7, he shall meet me in my cabin. Now, which tense does this belong to? You wouldn't have seen this word shall in the multipurpose table, which we had discussed in the previous session. This belongs to the future, simple future tense. You can use both will or shall for the simple future tense, and this is a positive sentence. Let's start converting it into the negative sentence. He shall meet. So that will become shall not meet me in my cabin. The interrogative begins with shall he meet me in my cabin? And the negative interrogative goes like this. Shall not can be written as shan't. Shall not he meet me in my cabin? So this is the negative interrogative form of the sentence. Let's go through all the 4 sentences once again. He shall meet me in my cabin is a positive sentence and the tense is identified to be simple future. Converting it to the negative, you add a not to it. It goes like this. He shall not meet me in my cabin. The interrogative, shall he meet me in my cabin? And the negative interrogative, shall not he meet me in my cabin? So with practice, it is not necessary for you to just learn the structures, but you can directly start converting the sentence into the different types of sentences irrespective of the tenses. Moving over to the next example. Lena asked me to bring the book. What tense is it in? Asked. It is in the past tense, simple past, and it is a positive sentence. Let's try converting it into the negative form. Lena, check with your structure, the multipurpose table structure, and tell me what should come here. Lena did not, should I write ask or asked? Did not ask, I should write ask, I do not write the ed form of the verb for a negative sentence. Lena did not ask me to bring the book. So that is the negative form. Let's move on to the interrogative sentence. Did Lena ask me to bring the book? And the negative interrogative form, did not or didn't. Did not Lena ask me to bring the book? Let's go through all the 4 sentences once again. Lena asked me to bring the book is a simple past tense in the positive form. Converting it to the negative form, a simple past sentence when converted to the negative form will not have the ed form of the verb. Lena did not ask me to bring the book is the negative form. Did Lena ask me to bring the book is the interrogative form, and the negative interrogative form goes like this, did not, or it can be didn't. Okay, so it's did not Lena ask me to bring the book. Let's move on to the next example. Number 9. Tina is as tall as Meena. Now I had taken a comparative sentence here. Okay, so this, what tense does it belong to? It belongs to simple present tense. And which form is it in? It's in the positive form. Let's try converting it into the negative form. Tina is not as tall as Meena. That's a negative form. How are we going to go about with the interrogative? Is Tina as tall as Meena? Do not forget to put the question mark. The negative interrogative is not Tina as tall as Meena. Let's go through these 4 sentences once again. Tina is as tall as Meena is a positive sentence with simple present tense. Tina is not as tall as Meena. I have added a not to it. That's a negative form. Is Tina as tall as Meena is the interrogative sentence. And when I add a not here, it becomes negative interrogative. Is not Tina as tall as Meena? Let's move on to the next example. They are waiting for her since morning. Now, this is a positive form of the sentence. They are waiting is the present continuous tense. Let's convert it. They are not waiting for her since morning. That is a negative form of the sentence. Let's try to convert this into the interrogative form. Are they waiting for her since morning? Is the interrogative form, and the negative interrogative form are not they waiting for her since morning. So that is the negative interrogative form of this sentence. Let's go through all the 4 sentences once again. They are waiting for her since morning is the positive form of the sentence. Add a not to it. They are not waiting for her since morning is the negative form of the sentence. Are they waiting for her since morning? with the question mark. Are not they waiting for her since morning is a negative interrogative. Alright, so all what you need to keep in mind when you are dealing with the conversion of the sentences is to check for their tenses and check as to which form of sentence is the question given to you and which form of sentence are you expected to convert it to. And remember not to forget to put the question marks for the negative interrogative and the interrogative sentence.